guess the segue is going to be kind of weird, but in terms of dating now, let's say you have a mate, right? You're a dude, you have a girl. The girl asks you, "Hey," or it may not even ask you, say, "Hey, I'm going to club. I'm going to the club with some friends, and I'm gonna have a good time, and I'll see you later." You're sitting at the couch, you're playing NBA 2K, as most people do. Except Pedro, he doesn't play video games.
I'm not that
He's
cool.
too
Sorry.
cool to play video
No,
games. So what are you doing when you sit on the couch? YouTube, watching YouTube,
uh, sometimes that playing with my kid, maybe there's something on in the background, listening to music,
sports. World
sports,
Cup is out.
sports. Yeah. Yeah. I don't sit on the couch a lot though. I'm a lame man. Like I don't. I don't. I don't know. I don't. I'm on the couch a lot. And if I am, I probably got Ruby with me, my 16-month-old, and she's climbing up on me. We're playing a game where the dog's doing, So I usually have something on in the background, but I'm not a video gamer. I've never been. I've played some games here and there, but like it just wasn't my thing. I was
Okay.
always a guy that would rather just go to the gym and play ball than play 2K. I'd rather actually play basketball. So that was just me growing up. So.
All right, all right. He's not a nerd. Cool. I'm a nerd, so I'll be playing video games. So, but see, a lady comes and say, "I'm going to a club." How you should respond? So, this is a video that I saw. Pedro, have you seen it? Well, I don't know if you've seen it. But
Maybe I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
play it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I,
play it
I
right
like
now.
I
It's
like
about a
going in
minute.
like not knowing like not seeing a
All
video. I like
fresh.
watching it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Okay, so it's about a minute long, and I want you guys to get this perspective. I think it's a spicy take, but I'll let you guys check it out right now.
Here's what's sexy in a man, by the way. It is not sexy. Let me repeat this again. It is not sexy for a guy to sit at home and his woman to say, "Oh, I'm going to the club with a bunch of my friends. It's just going to be girls' night. Sorry." And he's like, "Okay, babe. I'll be here when you get home. Is there anything you want me to get for you? Or you need some money for the Uber? You need some money. You need some cash for the drinks." That's not sexy. Unattractive. What is sexy is if that guy says, "You know what, babe? I'm not super comfortable with that. That doesn't really work for me because, I know what the club is like and you look beautiful and all that. But, I really feel like I should be there with you. I'd love to come. And if I can't come, I really don't feel comfortable with you going at all." Pause. Wait. See what she says. You would be surprised how many women will never tell you, but they will appreciate that you have that territorial nature because now they know you give a damn. Now they know you care about them.
Ooh, I
What
got a
do
lot to say.
you
I got a
think
lot to say about
about
that.
this?
I
So
got a
she
lot.
is saying, I don't know if she's saying test this or this should
Mm,
be your response. It was a little different. I
yeah.
don't know if I think she was like test, but
Mm,
if your lady is going out to the club with her friends and there's no guys, it's the ladies' night out, how you should respond. She's basically saying, "Hey, you should let her know that you don't feel comfortable about this at
mm,
all." Pedro,
mm.
what do you think about this?
There's a
What's your comments?
there's a lot there because I think it depends on the relationship. Are you married? Are you not married? I'm assuming they're not married. I'm just
Let's
gonna assume they're
say let's do
dating.
two scenarios:
Okay.
dating and then
Okay.
married.
All right. So if I'm dating a woman and we don't live together, like she could do that. Like it's not, it doesn't really, doesn't matter to me, especially if we're not living together. If I'm dating somebody or we're married and she wants to go to the
Committed.
club,
Yeah.
committed relationship. Boom. That's a better way to say it. I've been in this situation before. I'm never the guy. Maybe I'm the guy she's talking about that says that's not sexy because I am the guy that will say, "Hey, have fun, whatever. I'm not going to give you money, but like I'm not that guy. Trust me." But yeah, I would probably either if we don't have kids and the kids aren't home, I'm probably going out myself. Okay. Or if we do have kids, I'll stay home, go have fun. But I will say this, and I think I'm in a little bit of agreement with her, and a little bit because I'll look my woman in the eyes, like directly in the eyes, at some point before she leaves, just to let her know I'm going to be home waiting for her when she comes back, and we're gonna do what we need to do, right? But I'll be waiting up for her as well. I'll let her know I'm going to wait up for you, right? But that's she can go. Like I'm not a jealous type. I think it also depends on, is she going with a group of friends? Like what are her friends like? Are they hoochie mamas? You know what I'm saying? Like, What are their how do her friends group roll? Because if I'm with somebody and we're in a committed relationship, I trust you 100. So I'm not worried about you going out and sleeping with another man or sleeping with another woman. I'm just not worried. If I'm handling mine at home, that's not something that I'm worried about, right? And I wouldn't be in a relationship with somebody that I felt that would do that. So for me, I got no issues. If she's going out with some friends that are questionable, I might question that at that point. But if it's just like a girls' night, like I don't see the problem. If anything, I think that makes for when she comes home, she's probably feeling pretty good, hopefully, and we could do what we need to do, right?
Yeah.
And that I don't look at it in that, but I would say I would look at her in the eyes and let her know I'm going to be waiting up for her, and I'll say some choice words and make sure she knows in the back of her mind when she comes home it's on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we go handle our business,
Yeah.
and that's how
Come
I would
home and
live it.
got that Kobe jersey ready.
Yep,
Put it
yep,
on. No,
yep,
no.
yep.
I
And
can't
I,
finish
I
it.
would probably be the guy, and I've done this. I would send like one text at some point. Like, let's say she goes out, it's like 11 when she leaves. Let's just say it's 11. She's gonna come home at like 2 or 3 when the clubs close. I'm gonna text her at about 1:30, and I'm gonna let her know what's about to happen tonight, right? So she's gonna be thinking about me too, right? So I'm not the guy that's gonna be like, hey babe, have fun. Here's $50 for an Uber. Here's $100 for drinks. I got the kids. Don't worry, babe. Don't worry. When you come home, don't worry. Everything's fine. Have a great night. No, I'm gonna let her know I want you to have fun, but I'm your man. When you come home, we gonna do
You
the damn thing.
you still thinking about her? You like you want her to still think about
Yeah,
you, and
sure.
I
And there's nothing
understand.
wrong with it. Or I would go out myself. Like, are you going out tonight? Shit. Let me call Hannibal. We going to the club then too. I'll see
Yeah,
you when I see you, right?
right.
So that's that. And I
So
think
you're like
men
a
and women go out for different
50-50.
reasons too. So
So her statement, it's like a 50-50 thing, or you just think that, like, I see some comments. I think Let's Play Georgia said this sounds like a grounds for a fight over control.
yeah, maybe.
Koala says just because someone says they don't feel comfortable with them doing that does not mean they give a damn. So
Mm,
that's the one, and she says she does
yeah.
not agree with that woman. Um, and Bobby says, I'm doing the opposite, Pedro. I'm pretending to be passed out when she goes. I know he's trying to be playing that game. Yeah, when
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you hang out and she's been drinking with the friends, she comes home and she's all saucy. You're like, I don't
Well,
want to deal with
it
this
depends. And
sausage.
I've dated. I dated a couple women that would go out, and we didn't live together, but they'd come over to my place after, and they were definitely saucy and maybe
Yeah,
like sloppy
yeah.
even.
He's
But
like just go to bed.
just go to yeah. But then also I've had them come in, and they're just chilling, and they're in the right kind of mood, and
Yeah,
it could be a good late night, early morning, right? So it just depends. Like it depends on like what level of the relationship are you in. Is this a girl you're dating? Are you 1 year in, 5 years? Have you been married for 10 years with a couple kids? Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she's the stay-at-home mom and she wants to unwind. Like, I'm good with like I do you, because there's other things I want to do to unwind as well. It might not be going out to the club, but it might be going doing something else. It might be
yeah,
spending Sunday watching football for 8 hours, and that's my unwind time, right? But maybe she wants to go out with her girls and dance. I ain't got no problem with that. But like I said, I'll look her in the eyeballs and be like, all right, when you come home, this is what I expect.
right.
Like we gonna, I'm gonna be thinking about you. You're gonna be dancing. I'm gonna be thinking about you dancing in that Kobe Bryant dress. When you come home, I'm gonna rip that dress
But make
off
sure
you. Like,
just make sure you put
yeah,
some underwear on when you're out
just
there
put
in the
some
club.
under. Well,
Please,
yeah.
please, that's just sanitary conditions. So,
What
I
are your
forgot.
thoughts on it? What are your
Yeah,
thoughts
I
on it?
forgot her name, but she's really provocative in a lot of her stuff. I actually have another clip, but we'll play that
I could
another
tell
time.
based on how she was talking. She's
But
like,
the so
let me
she
repeat that. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
the content creation game. You say something outrageous, you get two dummies to talk about it later on, right? So obviously there's a fine line here, right? You don't want to you don't have control over anybody in terms of you telling someone you can't do something because of that. But communication is very important. A lot of this should have been already explained before you guys got into a committed relationship on which expectations, right?
Mm,
Expectations are important. So when this happens and someone says, well, I don't feel comfortable, it shouldn't be a shock. You're not comfortable about this? Because this should have been
yeah,
discussed during the courting period. I do believe, in terms of, at least for me, in my experience, when there's certain ways you show that you care. If if a woman says I'm going out and you say nothing really, oh, have fun,
Mm-hmm.
she's not gonna like that.
Yep.
They most don't. They want you to put up a little bit of something, and you could say, why is this making sense? Not logical. Well, we're not the most logical creatures, right? If you at least asking questions, it's kind of similar when someone you care about, like if Pedro says, I'm gonna skydive tomorrow, like, you sure, man? You all right? Like, have you trained for this? Are you
Yeah.
okay with this? Like, you sure? Why you decided all of a sudden? This is weird.
Yeah.
If I would have said, yeah, Pedro, all right, well, have fun. Well, Pedro, like, and you know, you're not a woman, but like, all right, damn. Like, it was a funny joke on Married with Children. Kelly is like, I'm going out tonight. It's late. I don't know what time I'm coming back. And Al Bundy is just watch TV and does not care. And she walks up and kind of looks sad and leaves.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And then and at the end of the scene, he's like, I wonder what she wanted. You know what I mean? Like, you have to show some level of care.
Yes, I think women want to be fought for. So one thing I think in my relationships and I've been told even, and I've learned, women want to be fought for. They want their man to, in some ways, make them feel like they give a damn, right?
Right.
And they want that. And I think when, some women will even be like, and some guys do it, but we're talking in maybe stereotypes and generalizations, but I think it's fair, right? When, like your scenario, they're saying, oh, I'm going to go out. And the guy's like, all right, see ya. And they're indifferent. Indifference is that's the issue that would cause then a fight or something that's bubbling on the surface, right? Under the surface, right? So I feel like in my scenario, like, I'm not indifferent. I'm going to say, hey, have fun. Yeah. Whatever, because I trust you. And I'm not even going to say the word trust because it's there. It should be there. Like Hannibal's saying, you should have that foundation of expectation, and you should have had these talks during courtship, whatever. But like, I'm gonna look at you in the eyeball and let you know when you come back, that ass is mine. I want, what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know who that Kobe Bryant dress belongs to, right? And
Right.
that's, for everybody that's popping in, you have to watch the beginning to understand that reference.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the beginning of this episode.
But I get what you're saying. I think, have you ever had that situation where your significant other was going to go out and you felt some type of way, or has it ever happened to you?
No, well, not really. In terms of like the relationship I have now, like, is the most committed. I didn't have that kind of problem, but I wanted to know what time she comes home, or there is an issue. So yeah, you all worried, because I think when someone goes out somewhere, especially a woman going out late night, you worry a little bit. I don't think that's wrong to feel. Like, anyone that I care about doing something late night, I'm especially
That's
women
normal.
dealing
Yes,
with
it's normal.
weird men, because we all, and also guys, we've been in the club. We all been in the club. We all been into lounges, bars. It's a lot of assertive, aggressive men. They don't know how to say no. They drink a little bit too much. And also, we all been around women who have been in committed relationships, right? Go to the club and completely forget that they were in a committed relationship. I've seen it all the time, but somebody would consider friends. I've seen him like, yeah, your dude wouldn't appreciate you doing this right now. But it's kind of like a Vegas thing. Like, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And, so I think that's why a lot of dudes had that idea. Some dudes straight up say you should not have a girl go to the club. That is some extremists. You want to be a good content creator? Say that. You want to get some eyeballs? Say those type, because that's a lot. And I could call it Red Pill or the Manosphere, Kevin Samuels stuff. They'll straight up tell you, if don't date women that have an Instagram profile. Don't date women that go to the club, because they're going to cheat. Like, straight hardline stuff that's not rooted in reality of how to deal with people. But some people really have that kind of mentality. But yeah, clubs they're there for a reason, right? It's dark, loud music, loud alcohol, people rubbing up on each other.
Yeah.
So trust is important. And you have to make that decision. Like, do you trust this person to allow them to do this? And not allow, but are you going to do what she says? Say, hey, I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You going out. I need to go with you. I do not want to go out with my girl with a bunch of girls. That sounds terrible. I mean, it's okay. It depends on the people.
It depends on the people.
But it's like, would you rather go out to a club, or especially nowadays, go out to a club or play video games? That video games seems like it'd be a much better idea right now. But that's just me being old.
Well, now
Um,
now we're to the point where we could just do it in the Matrix or whatever, right? You could do
yeah,
it
the
virtually. You could the
metaverse.
metaverse. Thank you. We have this metaverse now where you could just go to a club in the metaverse and do
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So but what do you think about that? Like that idea of, say, listen, if you want a healthy relationship, no club, no
Mm.
clubbing at all. If they want to go to club, say no. Either I'm going with you or that's it.
I'll
It's kind of
say,
similar to the thing. I forgot who said that. Where it was like we both, I think a married couple, both agree. No friends of the opposite sex.
yeah, yeah.
We're not gonna do that. Is it the same or is it? What do you think in that situation?
I think as far as friends of the opposite sex, you shouldn't have one if you're married, unless that is a friends group. So, for example, your neighbors come over and they're both married. You guys are married. It's like a friends group. I don't think that a man can be friends with a woman and be just friends. I don't think that's possible. I think men and or women will at some point think about having sex with that person or have thought about it or are waiting for that to happen. Um, yeah, so I definitely agree. Like, if my girl had a really good close guy friend, that would be a little weird for me. It'd be weird. I don't, I don't know. It would be weird. Um, and if I had one, she'd be weirded out by that too. That's not normal. There's just something there, right? But as far as like going out to the club and like going to the club together, like I've done that when I was younger. I think it's not overall positive at the end of the day because most of the time when you're going to a club and you're getting boozed up, you're getting liquor, there's a fight. I don't know how many times I've seen fights or been a part of fights at coming home from the club. You're together, you're fighting, you're arguing. People aren't in the right state of minds. Like, it can be a negative. You're probably not going out to the clubs on a regular basis with the woman you're going to marry. Okay. That's probably not, it's just not happening. Right. I think women go to clubs to be seen. I think men go to clubs to hook up with chicks and get a number. I think women want to be seen. They want to look nice. They want to go out with their friends. They might want to dance. They want to be seen.
Yeah.
They want to go out.
Some
Right.
some of them have they'll have groups where they just all there fine dancing with each other. Dudes
Yeah.
may try to they shoot their shot like just
Yeah.
even walking up and they just shoot them away and
And
they're perfectly
yep.
cool with just looking fine by themselves dancing
Yeah.
with each other.
Yeah.
So like that, like you said, seeing, having a good time, dressing nice.
Hmm.
Nova Dasher came with the comment: you go to the club to have fun, not to find love, maybe some side piece action.
I mean, he's not.
Um,
He's not wrong. I mean, you're not. You're not going to the club to have a good time. You're not going to a club to find your wife or a significant relationship. It's just not what it's not. It's not the
yeah,
atmosphere because also typically a lot of women go to the club after a breakup or their friends take them out after a breakup or a hard time or to celebrate something. But a lot of times it's from a breakup or something like that. And they want to go out and blow off some steam, have some martinis or some margaritas or whatever, some wine, right? And that's not the kind of chick you want to meet anyway. You're gonna be, like the rebound, right?
right.
And guys do it too. We go through a breakup. We want to have some beers. I want to hang out with the boys. I want to hook up with this chick. I want to forget about my ex. Like, so it's not, you're mixing usually negatives like under the surface with trying to make a positive, and that's not going to work usually, right?
Right.
And I'm speaking from experiences, but like I used to go to the clubs. Like that was a thing I would do kind of regularly when I was young, and I would look forward to it, right? And you'd have certain places that was popping on a Thursday, other places on a Saturday, a lounge on a Monday night. Like it was always something, right? But uh, you, listen, you're not meeting the one you're going to be with foundationally and have a good relationship at the club. You're just not. And women going out without their man at a club with her friends. I mean, I think that's fine. I think it also for me the deciding factor is two things. What kind of relationship are you in with that woman? Right? Is it a good relationship or is it a little rocky? If it's rocky, it could be some issues, right? If it's a good, solid foundation, you guys both feel comfortable with each other and respect each other, not an issue at all. But the other thing is, who is her friends group? Like, who's she hanging out with? Like, are these stand-up chicks? Are these good people, or are they Instagram hoes trying to get an NBA player? You know what I'm saying? It depends. There's
Intentions.
levels,
It's
intentions.
important.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, clubs, I think we were just talking about clubs, loud music, like a lot of loud music, a lot of energy, love, a lot of people kind of talk. You can't have a conversation. So like I feel like bars, you can meet good people in a certain bar drinking. Yeah, there's some alcohol, but you can hear each other speak. You could have
Mhm.
conversations. I know some bars there's a backyard. You can hang
Yeah,
out in the back,
it's different.
smoke,
Yeah.
chill. So that's a little bit. And I think, especially we're so stuck on the dating apps. Please go out. Even if you go into a bar and meet someone, talk to them. Do that. You may not necessarily find the one, but maybe it's better than swiping left and right. Like, yeah, go
Yeah.
out to a bar, club, those high energy spots. Go to clubs for birthdays, celebrations. Those are always good. But going in to try to find someone, yeah, I think that's a waste of time. Go to a spot where you can hear each other speak. And bars, sports bars. Yeah, you may find someone that actually cares about the same stupid team you like
Mhm.
Commanders. You may find a
I was
Commanders fan.
waiting for you. You saw no
Yeah,
was in it.
I was gonna bring back the Commanders. But I think we should still want to go out to do stuff in terms of
Yeah.
meeting and being single. But yeah, trust is definitely the most important part. And you don't want to get to a point where you feel like you're controlling someone and you're limiting someone. If they really want to go out and do this, what they're doing, then you got to decide that this is the kind of relationship you want to be in. I forgot. I got to put this comment on. Bobby always comes with the best comments. He
Love
loves
being a
being a
rebound
rebound
guy.
guy. He has a strategy. He's following that strategy. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it depends. It depends. It depends. It depends. For me, I don't know if I've ever been a rebound. I've had rebound women for sure. And those are never, they're just not positive. It's always just like a little bit. And then there's always feelings get involved or hurt. It's tough, man. Dating is not easy, but especially when one of the people's coming out of something that was serious. It's tough, man. Rebounds they can be fun, but nothing ever positive comes out of that.
Well, yeah, and Bobby, I think he knows that. He's a smart, dude. What about a lounge? Again, it depends on the kind of lounges. Again, where you can able to speak with each other. Like there's some spots that's called lounge. It's loud as hell. Like who's listening
Yeah,
to anyone? But there's
yeah.
some lounge where the music is low enough. There's energy. There's still. It's kind of like that medium where a bar. Like I personally love going to dive bars. Hate the music. I don't know who. Like always.
Oh, the
I
dive bars
always
usually have the honky tonk kind of stuff
yeah, so
sometimes, but
I'll elbow a white guy and it's like, who's playing this? Who's the artist? He's like, how why am I supposed to know? I'm like, why you know? Come on,
because it looked like
who's
you made it. That's why. That's why. Colton, did you make this song?
yeah, but and not to be racist, but I love dive bars. I love the energy. They don't
No,
take
I
themselves
I
seriously.
like them too. I like them
Obviously,
too.
it's the beer shots. They're not trying to beat you over the head. It's being expensive.
Hmm. Hmm.
I love them. It's just the music,
And I'll say this: the best kind of conversations you're gonna have are some of these dive bars, and
Oh yeah,
the coolest, chillest, down to earth chicks are gonna be at dive bars as well.
yes,
Way
man, chill.
more than at some fancy lounge. It depends on what you're, but a dive bar where when you sit down and it's like seats a little sticky,
Oh
they've
yeah.
got a lot of bottles, a couple fruit flies in some of them bottles. Like those are the best bars to go to.
Yeah, people are not pretentious at all. So like I know
Yeah.
New York has the vibe of, we run, and it's a lot of people wearing hotly expensive stuff. But you go to a dive bar, it's kind of you kind of go back into a different time of history, especially certain bars. And
Mhm.
unfortunately, some of those bars are closing. You know how businesses are nowadays. So
Yeah.
that if you want to go, I think that's the best way. But in
Yeah.
terms of trusting, I think we need to trust each other. And if you don't trust each other, it's just not going to work. And hopefully we'll kind of figure that out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Luckily, we don't have to worry about this, huh? Right?
I mean,
I mean, actually, I mean, do your girl go to the bar,
no.
clubs? Because she don't do the club thing?
Madison is not that type of. She is the chick. No, she used to go when she was younger. She would go to like those like house parties and raves, and like she was like, but like that's when she was like, a little bit younger. 10 years ago, I guess, or something. I didn't know her then, but she's
Yeah.
not that. She'd rather my girl. Look, listen, bro. She wants an exciting day for her is packing the kid up in the car and going to. She's pretty basic. Let me tell you, she's awesome, but she's basic in a lot of ways. If she's got some money or something, she's going to Target. Okay. She's going, listen, she's going to Chick-fil-A. All right. My two girls are regulars at Chick-fil-A. They walk in and everybody knows them because they go like 3 times a week. So Target, Chick-fil-A, maybe Goodwill to go a little shopping. That's her day. That's it.
And it's a
So
good
she
day. That's a day
and
that
that's
she
a
on the
good day. That's a good day. If
it.
anything, I'm a little more wild than she is, but like that's because she doesn't do anything. She's a mom. She enjoys that kind of doing that kind of stuff. So she ain't about that life anymore.
Yeah, nothing. Hey, as long as you enjoy what you're doing,
Yeah.
because that's the thing too of like the situation where if you want to tell someone you don't feel comfortable, and they may relent and say, "Okay, I understand." Then there's some resentment build up, and then like you burn the eggs, and they start screaming at you, and you're like, "What the hell is happening?" And then it's because you didn't let me go to the club that night. I'm like, "Oh, that's what you're upset about." You know, what I mean? Like you built up resentment. I think that's probably not the best thing. So,
Yeah, I agree.
we'll see. You know, you guys put in the comments. Let us know what you think.